Are you ready, Dave? Here we go. Guys, welcome to episode 7 of the board meeting presented by Team Hammercock. It's Friday the 13th, and let me tell you.
Yeah, it's spooky, and all hell's breaking loose.
All hell just broke loose. We, Dave, I have a big-time apology
episode
here.
7.B.
Yes, Dave, let me apologize again for what happened. We just recorded probably the best podcast we have recorded. Solid 38 minutes, really good insight into all the games. Your classic funny lines from us, like you've come, you know,
we had side bets.
We had side bets. We got all kinds of stuff, and I fucked up. And no, 100%.
I clicked record. I've never done any sort of recording or editing in my life,
and it didn't record. Nothing recorded. All 45 minutes of it gone. So
not only gone, but we waited for like 15 minutes because it was giving us a percentage of download. And we're like, okay, we know we can't see it yet, but it's almost there. Let's just wait it out. And it was 17%.
It teased us.
18%. 19%. We waited that thing to get all the way to 100 for it to fully download and tell us that we had 0.0 minutes
they recorded
of recording.
So what you're going to get here is a very modified version. We're not going to go through the whole thing at all. Oh, there we are.
Probably just down.
So what we're going to do is we're just going to, again, kind of just tell you what we are. Recap real quick. We went 2-3 last week because we suck. We went 11-13.
Backdoored. We got backdoored. We had a whole thing on backdoors 2 weeks in a row.
Oh, we had such good content, Dave, and I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I think the only thing we can do
go to the picks.
Just go straight to the picks, baby. Okay. Our first pick. Baltimore -4.
We're not going to even go down the games. Just straight up, here's what we picked.
Okay. Baltimore, no, we can talk about the game a little bit, but Baltimore -4 at Tennessee. Actually, not at Tennessee, in England, in London.
In London.
We are going with Baltimore -4.
They've played there before.
Right.
The line's now 4.5, so we feel like we're getting a little give.
Right. We got a little value there. Nobody really trusts Tannehill anymore.
Right. Lamar Jackson, still Lamar Jackson.
The only person
they dropped 1,000 passes last week.
Can't happen again, surely.
And Baltimore is cooler. I don't know. What's the next game?
I'm so sorry. Our next game is Minnesota -3 at Chicago. Again, just kind of keeping up the fade Chicago thing going. Minnesota, even without Justin Jefferson, we still feel like they're going to be able to move the ball. We still feel like they're going to be able to score points. They should get some pretty decent weather.
People are banking on Chicago this week because of they look good against the Commanders.
Right.
Aren't good. And their defense is incredibly overrated.
Right.
Sam looks good. But other than that, the Commanders are not a good football team.
And Minnesota's just shooting themselves in the foot. They've lost the turnover game in all 5 weeks. And if they literally just are even in turnovers, are probably 4-1.
Yeah.
So
that's why we picked the Vikings. And we also picked the Bengals.
Well, then moving into the next game. The Seattle Seahawks at Minnesota, Seattle Seahawks at Cincinnati Bengals -2.5. We went with the Bengals -2.5.
Joe Burrow is back.
We're
betting on Healthy Joe.
And we also are betting on, this is a weird line. We thought the line would be a little closer. Seattle coming in off of a bye. We thought it'd be close to a pick 'em.
Seahawks Stevens has not shown us once that they're any good.
No, so this is, I think one of the things we said was this is a funky line, and when Vegas makes funky lines, you pay attention to them.
Yeah.
So we're paying attention to this. We're taking Seattle, we are taking the Cincinnati Bengals -2.5. Our fourth game, Dave, that we're picking is the San Francisco 49ers -7.5 at the Cleveland Browns. Just call us Chalk City, baby. This is going to be the number one team picked in the league. But you know what? I'm not saying it's the lock.
Deshaun Watson has since been declared out since our lines got put out. So we're getting 7.5. The line is now 9.5. It's a no-brainer for us.
There's too much value here, and it's too much of a good team, I don't think.
And if everyone else picks it, who cares? We won't lose ground on this game.
but we're not going to gain any ground
And
either.
if we all lose, then damn it, we all lose.
This is yeah. We're never going to pick Cleveland.
No, and
not without Deshaun.
And realistically, there's not a game that we like more.
Correct.
To swap it with.
Yep. The next game we're going to pick is the New Orleans Saints -2 at the Houston Texans.
Damn good defense.
Great defense against a guy who's played really well, played really fucking well. Probably Rookie of the Year, Offensive Rookie of the Year.
For sure. He's got to be the favorite.
But he has thrown interception. He also hadn't played a defense as good as New Orleans Saints defense.
Will be the best defense he's played all year. Dennis Allen's legit.
We think that that the Saints have enough talent. They don't have really great offensive coaching, but the talent is there on offense to where.
You think you can hear this?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Not with these studly phones
I thought
we
it would
got.
Be kind of a funny, pissed off bit.
Yeah, well. Yeah, fuck. Anyways, we're taking New Orleans. We're taking New Orleans -2. Who dat, baby? Houston is New Orleans West.
Yeah.
No
home game.
Basically a home game for
Texans
New Orleans.
Are banged up. This is a love pick.
Yeah, love pick for sure. This is a Dr. Locke's pick. Dr. Locke's. Anyways. One thing I do want to bring back that we talked about last time is I got to give a shout out to my niece Samantha.
Oh yeah.
Who is
follow her Instagram account
right here, right there. Sam is a big believer. Totally blew us off. Totally blew our mind when she said Chris Olave over 55 yards this week. So if you're a prop player, hammer that. I can't believe she is a gambler. Can't believe she's a prop player, but she loves Chris Olave.
And if that doesn't convince you, I don't know what will.
So, Samantha, thank you. Appreciate you. Fuck. Next game.
Next game we took was, those are all 5 of our games.
Baltimore, Minnesota, Cincinnati, San Francisco, and New Orleans. That's the games.
We did not pick the Cowboys. We did not pick the Dolphins. We did not pick the Lions. Those were in discussion. And
we did not.
As much as Ballinger wanted to pick Zach Wilson, again, we did not.
We didn't pick Zach Wilson either.
Giants, Bills, we talked about. It's a tempting line with no Daniel Jones. But, screw it.
Yeah. We didn't I think that was probably, Detroit was our 6th pick. We're going to pick Detroit if that was our 6th favorite. And I think probably Buffalo's no, you like the Cowboys. But also, new rule for the Team Hammercock board meeting. We are not picking a Monday Night Football game again. Yeah. This has nothing to do with I think we're 500 picking Monday night games this year. But the problem is that when we have to get our picks in,
there's too much many injury reports come out, and
it's too much time.
Like last week with the Packers game, we had been under the impression that so many guys were playing, especially Aaron Jones. And it came out that not only was Aaron Jones not playing, but they had 2 guys on the defense missing, and the line with the Packers -1 to +2.5 come Monday. And so we're out. So
we're not picking generally.
You got to be able to grow and learn. For sure. And that's what we're doing.
Same reason why we don't pick Thursday games.
Yeah.
It's the exact same reason. You can tell I'm incredibly excited about this. The enthusiasm is just dripping off my face. We're going to go at least 4-1 or 5-0. I'm going to go ahead and tell them what we talked about before.
I was about to say, so it doesn't get lost, because we did have a whole bit about it.
We did, yeah. I'm so convinced.
So confident.
So confident in this week's pick. So confident that the tides have turned. So confident that we're going to turn this motherfucker around, that I have made a bet that if we don't go 4-1 or 5-0, I will do the next podcast with no shirt.
If we go 3-1-1, you're shirtless.
You know what's interesting?
Or do you want 3-1-1 as a push?
3-1-1. No, 4-1, 5-0 or better. 4-1 or better.
Okay.
Let me say this. We are getting a minimum of 4 points.
Okay.
So however that works.
Could be 3-0-2.
Could be 3-0-2. That's fine. But we're going to get a minimum of 4 points here this week. It's really fun. I just thought about.
What's fun?
Next week, you and I are going to be in Scottsdale.
Oh, we're going to have to do it from Scottsdale. Probably from Barstool.
Or Friday, maybe. I don't know.
You and I are one of the early people flying in on Thursday.
Wow, that'll be fun.
So, my gosh, we should do it from the golf course.
Well, so next week, look for, and I'll be shirt off next week.
Golf course.
I'll be shirt off next week. We'll be on location in Scottsdale, Arizona, for doing the next board meeting. Dave, again, I apologize. I think that's all we got, man. And unless I don't know.
See you guys in Scottsdale.
Hey, by the way, go Rangers.
Go Rangers.
Go Rangers. We love the Rangers.
I watched Facing Nolan 2 days ago, by the way.
It's really good.
Awesome.
Can you?
Regardless if you're a Rangers fan, Nolan fan, whatever, great documentary.
Great baseball movie. Great sports movie. How insane is it that he didn't win a Cy Young Award?
Wild.
That's the most shocking. I figured he'd won 4.
At least.
He didn't win a single Cy Young.
How?
Boy, I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyways.
Rangers, and now I'm just slinging that ball down the field.
Who do you think Nolan's rooting for?
The Rangers.
Is Nolan still involved with the Astros?
Yeah, not that punk ass John Daniels ain't associated with the team.
He's doing the fake Nolan right here.
Well, that was spot on. I think they got it. Snow monkeys. And see you guys next week.
Thanks, guys. Goodbye. Like
and subscribe.
Like and subscribe and tell me how to fucking use this software better. What the funky music? I don't fuck.